What's up? What's up? Thank you for tapping in with your girl Black Kate Moss on the Goldie Experience. Appreciate you for coming on. First and foremost, let them know who you are.
Thank you for having me. That's first. Gotta
You're
say thank you.
welcome.
Well, I'm Aaliyah Coleman. Nice to meet you. I go by Little B 15. That's on Instagram if you do want to follow me. But my people, some people who just meet me off social media, they'll call me B. But a lot of my friends, they'll call me Aaliyah or Leah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Let them know where they can find you.
Oh yeah, again, that is Little B. That's Little, regular Little B 1515 on Instagram. Be on Facebook, so I don't really think people really use Facebook like that. But I got a link tray. Links all my social medias, everything you can find is right on my link tray, my website.
Okay. Well, again, thank you for coming on. I'm happy to have you. I'm a fan.
Ah,
It's the first time I met you. I'm not gonna lie. My eyes and my camera love you. You know what I'm
thank
saying?
you.
You do your thing.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know what? I could say I could return the compliment. I definitely been a fan. Like you always been different. You always like
Thank you.
you were bold. You stood out in a crowd. So it's like
Thank
like,
you.
okay, yeah, who is that? And I'm like, okay, that's Kate. Gotta remember that.
Period. Thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna start off with a few questions. So on the topic of modeling, how long have you been modeling?
I've been modeling total, I would say for about 4 years, and this is before like the big break, Buffalo has had. When I started modeling professionally, I would say since the whole break, 2 to 3 years now, like professionally.
Nice.
My first photo shoot, I think was it 22 or 23? Because before I was just a stylist, I was just making clothes and stuff like that. So I was just big on designing. But
Nice.
once I got into figuring out my character, I'm like, okay, you cute.
You
Girl.
cute, girl. You're
cute,
beautiful.
girl. Like, you look too cute.
Nah, for sure. I didn't know you. So you do clothing as well?
Yeah,
That's
so
fire.
I'm a model and I'm a stylist.
Period.
I'm a director on the side. So
Period.
I do a few
That's
things.
good to know.
Yeah.
Okay. So what encouraged you to get into that lane?
Which one?
Well, I'm new to the clothing, so
you know what I mean. Which
shoot,
one?
both, I guess.
So modeling, I think, was a bigger passion that I grew. The more I grew confidence for myself. I was a big girl growing up. I won't say like a big girl, but I was a chunky girl. Like I was always on the heavier side. I was always a thicker girl growing up and stuff like that. So when I got older, something like I kind of just portioned out. Like I did do a lot to like get myself, like I worked out a lot, tried to eat good and stuff like that. So it did work in my favor. But once I slimmed out and stuff like that, and I cut my hair, I shaved my head. So it was like, now you can't hide behind your hair. You can't hide behind your appearance. Now you gotta see, like you gotta wake up and look in the mirror and see, you know what I mean? So that's what I was doing. I was looking in the mirror and like I was just fixing what I didn't like, as best as I could. And once I started finding like the confidence, it was the style, like, okay, how you want to dress, what you want to look like, what you want to do. So I started doing different stuff, like shaving my hair, dyeing it orange, went blonde for a minute. It was curly in a fro for a long time. Like I feel like some people think they dye their hair blonde, they go light. I was a rebel. I was a menace when I had blonde hair. It was nothing light. It was nothing sweet.
I was just telling people, bald Kate Moss is completely
bald
life. It's like a rock style lifestyle. It's a different lifestyle.
You might not make it.
Okay. And which is why I grew my hair back. Like they was licking my head and people taking pictures. Like it was a lot.
You might not make it.
You really
might not make it.
That's a fucking phase, but I miss it. That's a beautiful phase to go through, though.
It is trial and error.
For sure. So, Speaking of trial and error, so can you speak of any trials for both, just or as a creative in general, like one of your most prominent that you really something that really made your chest hurt, but you still persevered?
Too many. Like I've been through too many trial and errors. Like I've been through setbacks to like I've been through personal situations that alter my appearance. Like how can I make that make sense? I went through a situation where I got into an altercation. And after the altercation, like I feared that my face would never be the same. You know what I mean? And I got like permanent scars on my back, and it's like, what if no agency would ever want to take me? And I already struggled with that because I grew up a thicker girl, so it's like you already in a small category. You already, you walking on eggshells a little bit in the industry. So it's like you creating a lane for yourself. And like, if that's what I got to do, that's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? If you want it, you can have it. So if that's what I'm going to do, I would make an avenue for myself. I would be the one thing outside of what's the norm. You know what I mean? I can do that.
Right.
I can sacrifice that because I sacrificed so much already.
Mm-hmm.
So on top of going through things like finding confidence, having that confidence, and then being around people that take advantage of you, and then now you don't want nobody hurting you, you don't want nobody mistreating you or misleading you, taking advantage of you. Simple. So you always got to remember just to, I know, I don't know, watch your surroundings when you doing this type of thing, because when you are a beautiful person, a lot of people want to get next to you. You know what I mean? A lot of people really want to get next to you. So that is a big trial and error. Being next to people because it looks fun or because they seem cool, or from on the outside looking in, you may not know them that well, and they may seem like a genuine person until, shit hit the fan. You know what I mean? So even long situations, you just gotta watch out. Like you just gotta
for your environment.
You gotta trust your instincts. I feel like the moment you always go against your instinct is when you really fail.
That's a fact.
Really fail.
That's a fact. I feel like we all still go through that trial and error,
Yeah.
It's good though.
But yeah, I've been through a lot of trial and error. I wouldn't say I was homeless before, but and I was going through, like, I lost my father at a young age, so when me and my mom couldn't work it out, I had left. So I had to figure it out. I got my own crib, never looked back, and stuff like that, like trial and error. Just trial and error.
Perseverance.
That part.
Okay.
Just talking about that.
That's fire. So, kind of sticking to the topic. Speaking of modeling agency, because that was one of my questions. Yeah. So, modeling, because I mean, at one point when I first moved out here, that was like my only way to kind of get in the field with the people.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember going to these different agencies and stuff. So I don't think I just never took it as serious to want to be with an agency. So that's what I'm curious to know. Like, have you ever faced rejection?
Okay. I'll try and explain this in like a nice compact, you know what I mean?
And how did you handle it? How did it make you feel?
Yeah, okay. Okay, let's start. There was a time back in, I think this was early 2024, maybe 2023, where Buffalo Fashion Week was maybe just kicking off, maybe within a year after kicking off like their movement. They had this big casting call, and I knew this would be not revolutionary, but it would make or break maybe the difference of a lot of models in Buffalo. You know what I mean? It would be the point in time in the moment where if you put your foot through the door and you have the potential, you can get your spot. You know what I mean? You can have your opportunity. You know what I mean? And I was working so hard. As I said, I was not homeless, but I didn't have a home to call my own. You know what I mean? And I wasn't staying on my own. I wasn't living by myself. You know what I mean? So I was working so hard. It was work or auditions. It was, you feel me, money or your future. You know what I mean? And that was where I was at a point in time in life, because I was by myself. I was doing it alone, and I did what I could. I made time for what I could, but I missed that audition. You know what I mean? I missed it, and because I missed that audition, I was at every other audition, I was at every other boot camp. And when I didn't make that audition, I knew from that moment it would be harder for me to get my foot through the door. I feel like I just set myself 10 steps back, no matter like all the work I just put in, because I was doing a lot of photo shoots, but I feel like it would have just been harder for me, and it was, because once it came time for the shows to come, they have their models, already handpicked, ready to go. You know what I mean? So that moment has passed me, and it came a point in time where I went to UB Blueprint. They had a casting call, and I was so excited. I'm like, this is my next chance. This is my next moment to where I don't have to be freelance and do my own self portraits and come out of pocket for my own photo shoots. Now I can collaborate, and I could work with my city. I can work on a team. I
Mhm.
can do it with other like-minded people that I'm familiar with. These are my friends. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's not like these are new faces to me. These are people that I'm even, I knew for years. You know what I'm saying? So I always wanted to give them their flowers because, we are still friends at the end of the day. So um, I went to that casting call. I waited for my number. I waited at the bar. I bought me a drink, and I just waited for my number, waited for my number, until I heard casting calls closing. I'm like, my number wasn't called. And there was a few other people. Like I walked with a few other person who didn't get called, but I'm like, yeah, my number wasn't called. So I got the opportunity to walk because somebody was like, yeah, like come back. We'll just do something with you, make it quick. But I'm like, I don't want that. I want my opportunity where I can shine. Because
Right.
now I don't, it's not in me no more. I don't feel my aura is like breathing out of me. When you walk as a model, it breathes. You want it when you pass a person, you want them to feel that. You feel
Mhm.
me? I don't feel like I can even exude that right now. You understand? So it's like, it's a pity. It's a, and it's a handout. And I don't want no handout.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I got an opportunity, I did, but in my mind, I felt like if I probably would have been there before, maybe if I would have did things different, I wouldn't feel like I was put on a back burner for so long. You know what I mean? And I felt like I was put on a back burner at that point.
Mhm.
I'm like, damn, I work hard and I support everybody. I'm always there at all the shows. I get the VIP tickets. I come out of pockets and I don't have to. I could walk right through the door because y'all know me. But I give it to y'all because why not? Why
Right.
not support? So that was the time I felt rejected. And then I did the show still. I was still proud. And it kicked off from there. And there were two people who put me to the side. And it was like, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up, don't give up. And I'm like, I'm not giving up. I just got to stay in my own lane. Like, I know, like, maybe it's not meant for me to try and, you know, hop into the community just yet until I work on what I can bring to the table. Because I know I have a lot to offer, but maybe I got to really put some, maybe let me show y'all real quick. Let me show y'all something real quick.
Mhm.
So I had to pop out
I feel that.
and I had to pop my shit a little bit. And I think I did that.
And now that they're gonna want to go back, and now you put them on the back burner.
I think I did
Yeah,
that.
Shane.
I think I did that.
No, that's fine. I know you did that because I'm unfamiliar. Like I said, I'm unfamiliar with your face. I've been here a little while, in and out of that community, so I definitely know from the photographers to the designers. You know what I'm saying, and how people move. You know what I mean? To being featured at the like Damon College and the actually colleges as a special guest. So pop your shit. I think
Gotta
I was
pop
way
it.
too humble for that, and now I'm older. And I'm like,
And
been
I
there,
had
done that,
to,
but it's like, you know,
ooh.
yeah, like,
But I feel you. Like I'm like I should be humble, but it's like everybody else pop their shit. Everybody else can pop their shit, and it's like why not pop your shit? Like why not? Like this world is yours.
mm-hmm.
You literally can have whatever you want, and if you want a grand lifestyle for yourself, take it.
Right.
So be it, have it, because everybody else gonna get theirs. Everybody want to get theirs, and that's the root of a lot of problems. That's kind of the root of failed relationships. Some people are selfish. They gonna get theirs. They
Mm-hmm.
gonna put themselves first. Put yourself first.
So then it's how you do it.
It's how you do
It's
it.
how you
It's
do
how
it.
you
Oh,
do
and
it.
then I
Don't
want to
yeah.
say how you say it because you can still
Exactly.
do it respectfully.
Gracefully.
Yes,
Gracefully.
absolutely.
And it's all love. Like that's why I
mm-hmm.
was trying to say, like, these are still my friends. These are still my people. Oh, I think I hit it. But at the end of the day, these are still my friends. These are still my people. So I don't want to give nobody the cold shoulder. Oh, you didn't pick me. It's never gonna be none of that. And like you said, it's really just how you go about it. But
Mm-hmm.
pop your shit, be respectful, be humble enough to know, like, there is a time and a place, and you are entitled to hold yourself on a standard. If you put in that work in, applying that pressure, and you know you have to put the work in, because
Right.
a lot of times I wouldn't take the opportunity, but I feel like not every opportunity was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So I was cutting myself short because I was inconsistent, but like because I was inconsistent, the work wasn't there. So it's like, you know what I mean, it play a hand. So remember where to look and you gotta look within. You have to not blame yourself, but look where you like. It all starts from you. It all starts from you.
Sure. Do you have a favorite form of modeling?
I think I really like self portraits. Like I really like. I mean, I haven't done many self portraits by myself, but I think I I flourish best when I can create the environment. Like I can kind of mold it to my own liking, and I could set the tone. I can set the camera, kind of like just setting the own tone in my like in the shoot. I like the shoot to have a feeling. When you look
Mm-hmm.
at the picture, some type of emotion. So it's like I don't have an exact specifics. I know there's like some people say Y2K, gothic, things like that. Not gothic, but there's a mix of things I like to do, and I think it's in the middle of nature and maybe rebel, not emo and goth, but more rebel.
Like alternative type vibe.
Yeah, I would
I
say
feel
in the
that.
middle of nature and rebel,
Okay.
right
I
in
can
the
see you
middle.
doing beauty though, like
You know
beauty.
what I mean? Like it
Mm-hmm.
could be glam, it could like like a soft edgy, like a real soft edgy, like you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
I really like
Okay. Do you have any influences?
that. If we're talking fashion, who can I think of? As a girl, let's go like an artist. BK the Ruler. BK the Ruler is so
A lot of
fire to
people
me.
don't know about
You know what
her.
I mean? I love Ruler. Like
I
a
love her
girl is
too.
a gun. Like a girl is really a gun.
Shout
And
out to
like
BK Rula. She actually
yes,
gave
like
me the okay to use her sample as a song. So that was fire.
shots.
Shout out to
Shots
her.
out to her.
Dang, a
Ruler
lot
is
of
so
people really
fire.
don't know about her.
Yeah, really. I feel like enough people may know, but I feel like more people should know.
She like
So you're
underground
right.
type.
A
Okay.
lot of people really should know. But I like Ruler. I feel like if you look at me, you might think I like her. Like if you know of her, like I've had that said to me, like you look like you listen to her because I do. Like she has a soft side to her, but it's not just soft. It's like an alternative soft. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But I also like we love SZA. You know what I
For sure.
mean? We love Janae. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
Oh, there is a artist named D Gallagher. I don't know if that's a girl or a boy or not.
She's a
Love.
stud.
Okay, love her. We love her. We
Out
love her
here. She
down.
from out here, right?
I'm not sure.
Light skin, right?
Is she?
She light
Oh
skin,
my
right?
God, I don't know. Oh my God, you might be right. I don't know.
She you don't know what she look like?
I kind of do, but not
Is she
really.
light skin? Does she look
I
Spanish like
know
she
the girl
may
you're
be?
talking about,
Oh,
but I
that's
didn't
not who
know.
you referring to.
I didn't know she made music.
Oh no. I thought that's
I
not
know who
her.
you're talking about, but that's not. I
Okay,
didn't know
yeah,
she
she
made
does
music.
clothing. I don't.
Yeah, she makes clothes. I know who you're talking
Okay.
about. Light skin, curly
Yeah,
hair.
yeah.
I know who you're talking
Okay, okay. It's someone
Not
named.
light skin, curly hair.
Yeah, not yet.
Ah.
So it's someone named D Gallagher that makes music.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
she is very dope. She's very earthy. She's very
Hmm.
she. I reference her because like if you had to think of a mood and you know her music, it would be that. Like if you were
Okay.
to think of me, she has like a very vibey type of
Hmm.
aesthetic to her. I like her. If we think, I don't know, I think a lot about when it comes to aesthetic. I think it's more than just the look. It's a feeling. It's like a
Right.
sound. It's
Mhm.
a smell. It's like it all plays into
Yeah.
something.
So the
You know what I
essence
mean?
of
Yeah. So it's something.
fire.
But I don't have a big inspiration. Just bits and pieces.
Right. So you have like a most memorable moment when you walked or performed or styled something.
My most memorable styling moment was going to Houston, where I had I think it was a 3 or 4 day streak, but it was a six outfit streak. I went on. I think it's 5 or 6 outfits. It was a theme project for my sister's birthday. So we took the trip for her birthday.
Mhm.
She gave us the theme, but of course it was all under our control. So my control was just to come up with my own twist and taste and things. So when I went on that streak, that was actually like the kickoff of the year to like show my styling abilities, what I can do, what I'm made of, and why I do what I do. And
Mhm.
I dress very differently. Like I feel like it seems normal, but almost the details is very intricate, and I think about a lot down
Mhm.
to the T. So that was very fun to kick that off. And I would say my most rememberable walk was just last Saturday. It was the 15th, black carpet.
Oh, okay. Yep, I did see.
My stuff got stolen. I lost my keys. Got my makeup done. Had to take it off and get it done all over again. I had to go home and do it myself.
Wow.
I had to do my own hair. My outfit didn't come.
Dang, that's
And
that's
I
a
had
lot.
an event to go to right after the show, and then I had two following events the very next day. So that was a 4 day. That was a 4 event streak. Like I'm always on a streak. It's always a streak of event, fashion show, rehearsals, repeat. So that's what I do. But I prevail. I walk like I ain't had no problem. And
You popped out the next day like you didn't either. Cause I would have
literally,
never
literally
even
like
know.
nothing wrong. Like I mean, I found my
That's
keys.
what you gotta do.
My headphones still missing, but you got it. They replaceable. You can have them. I still got the USB for them, so have fun. You can't really use them like
Right.
that.
I'll
That's
say
funny.
this: if you could give any advice to any up and coming models, what would you give?
I want to make this good. I want to make it good because I don't want to just say like be you and stuff like that, but really stay true and be a sponge. Be a sponge. Be a sponge. Be a sponge, and pay attention. Really pay attention because, as I said, everything is really in your favor, and even the smallest decisions really alter your future. The smallest, even tying your shoes sometimes at the right moment can change your life. So it's really just pay attention, be weary, ask questions, don't be scared, and put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to look dumb. Don't be afraid to sound dumb. Don't be afraid to be uneducated. It's okay. It's okay to not know, and it's okay to be willing to learn. Can't nobody fool you if you're willing. Can't nobody, you know, no one can play you if you educate yourself. You know what I mean? And it's easy to be played in an industry full of, some people who are just, where I'm getting at, can't
People be
trust them.
people in. Okay.
Can't trust them. You can't trust them, and they will take advantage of you. So make sure you find out what you're doing this for, and you stick to it, and you stay focused. That's really it. Remember the ending goal.
Facts. I'll ask you one more question, and then I'm gonna let you tell them where they can find you again. Okay. So 3 to 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
Hopefully, my boutique, not even a boutique, hopefully my store will be open by now. My website to be a lot more, that was, what's the word? Updated and a lot more professional because I do have a website, but I want my own website. I want my own link and everything. So I'm just looking to be a lot more established. I think I'm doing okay. I'm not gonna say I know the answers or have the answers, but as I said, I'm looking for them, and that's what all my 20s is, learning. So that's all I'm being, is a sponge. I'm taking it one day at a time, and I don't want to get ahead of myself. I don't want to get big headed neither. I don't want to forget where I came from. You know what I mean? Because I came from a lot.
Again, thank you for tapping in. Let them know where they can find you.
Thank you for having me. You guys can find me on Instagram. Again, that's Little Beeb15. That's LITTLEBEEB 15. Instagram has a link tray, so if you want to follow all my other socials, feel free to click it. Tickets, shows, events, and even the movie. The movie is coming out. We have the Winter's Edge project. We released the donation video for that. Donate or just simply watch it if you want to come to the auditions. You want to know what it's about. That's what you want to. That's what you want to watch, so you could kind of prepare yourself for the audition.
When are the auditions?
Yeah, the auditions are March 1st.
March 1st.
March 1st.
Okay.
So stay on the lookout for that.
Anything else other than that going on?
There is the casting calls coming up. I do want to promote those because those are for I believe those are Buffalo Fashion Week, because it's week and runway, and I love runway. I love both. You know what I mean? Can't pick and choose. But I think for the models who want to get into it while you can get into it, come to the auditions for the movie and the casting call. You know what I mean? and let's have fun. Let's express ourselves. You know, let's come together. Let's really join our community and, you know, finding like-minded people of creative arts. And I think that's what we need in this day and age. We need more connectivity. We need more love. Just a lot more spreading of love. Yeah. I like that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep.